Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, I will show you how you can actually create AI influencer for free. It doesn't have to cost you anything. You only need to sign up with OpenArt and also with ChatGPT. Okay. Why I'm saying you can start it for free? Okay, because OpenArt, once you sign up with your email address, it's gonna give you some free credits, which you can definitely use for testing purposes. Obviously, if you're happy, you want to go more of those credits and you start to using it going forward, there are paid options available here. I'll be leaving a link inside the description of this video, but you can definitely start it for free, okay, and see if that's something which you'll be liking to use, right? The other thing is that you can start with ChatGPT. For 5.1 version, you need to pay for it. Okay. However, if you want to start with with the older versions of ChatGPT, those are available here for free. And also, once you sign up, obviously you get a few prompts a day, every few hours, which will be with the newest model of 5.1. Okay, so let's go and start with our task for today. Okay, today we want to create an AI influencer. By doing so, I already signed up with OpenArt. I'm going to go to image, right? So once I click on image, here is all the custom settings which we can go and start off with, all right? One of the most important ones, however, is the model or character. Okay, so let's go and quickly see how many models are available here. As you can see, there's so many models, right? And that's why I like it at OpenArt, because they actually giving you the opportunity to use any of those models, even the newest ones, which they are available out there. You can find it here. Okay, you could just call the name and you definitely will be able here. Not even Nano Banana is here, so yeah, definitely. I think it's a very cool tool, right? But for purposes of today's video, I'll be using the Juggernaut XL. The reason behind it is because Juggernaut is actually it's giving you opportunity to do to create the pictures which they are very like natural looking. Okay, so let's compare those two, for example. Okay, you definitely can see the difference, right? This person looks real, right? In comparison to this one here, okay, or this one here, or not even stable diffusion of this one, okay. But that's different type of sort of pictures, okay, different styles, okay. But when it comes to realistic style, I think Juggernaut XL is one of the best out there. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else which might be very similar to this one. Yeah, look, this one, Epic Realism is also good, okay. What else? It's available here. Okay, it's hyper realistic. It's also good. But yeah, realistic stock photos. That's also nice. It's based on the SDXL. Okay, yeah. So that's nice. Okay, yeah. You can go, but guys. This doesn't stop you for using any of those models yourself. Okay, you just need to go and start testing them out. Okay, from my experience, I think Juggernaut Excel is one of the best, okay? But obviously those models are very highly trained, so you can definitely use any of those models, and I'm pretty sure you will find out something for yourself. So let's go quickly and click on this one, okay? So we are here, we got a Juggernaut Excel. Now, when it comes to the prompt, okay, so you definitely need to put the prompt of the person who you want to create, okay? I got this example prompt for the moment. Okay, we will be improving on that front. So for the moment, I will just leave it as it is, and I will just go and click create. Okay, so I will just wait for those two images. The way it was actually done it. Okay, I have been charged 2 credits for it. Okay, because each image costs 1 credit. Okay, and here are the pictures. Okay, what you think about those pictures, guys? In my opinion, they are not really. You can tell that those are actually AI pictures, right? So that's something which we want to actually improve on, right? And that using the Open Art, okay, and Juggernaut Excel plus the ChatGPT help with our prompting, we definitely can achieve a better results, okay, when it comes to the image which we are looking to get out of this tool, right? So let's go quickly and explain about more details, okay? Negative prompts, okay? Here you always put whatever you don't want to see from your pictures, which is absolutely crucial for you to do it, okay? That's something which I will leave this with you, okay? I'll be pasting some negative pictures in a moment, but for you to understand that negative prompts are very important, very crucial if you want to create somebody who will be like looking very real, right? Prompt adherence, okay? Prompt adherence, it's something which our living, the prompt adherence, okay? So it shows you how strictly the model will stick to the prompt, okay? Basically, lower the numbers, let AI be more creative, while higher the number, force it to stick to the prompt, okay? Which means that if you want to be very precise with your prompt, you go all the way to the 14 even, okay? I think that between 7 maybe and 9, it's some sort of a sweet spot, okay? But let's say that we start with 7, and then we can quickly start, slowly go and move on to the 8 or maybe 9, okay? But for the moment, let's leave it with the 7, right? Image guidance, that's something which we'll be looking into it later on. Okay, we can do image to image. That's something which absolutely is also available here, which is cool. Everything is in one spot. That's why I really like this one. Style references, all right? That's also you can go and drop it. Okay, works best with the compositions reference. So you do the style reference here. You put in the image of the style reference, and the model will be basically creating the images which will be really mirroring your style you choose. Okay, pose reference also you can go and drop your image. Okay, let's say you want to somebody who is dancing, okay, and you want to see the pose like that or any other pose. You just need to have a picture of it, okay, and and you just drag it on here inside this OpenArt customization field, and this will obviously will recreate the person with the same pose. Okay, you also want to go and you can go and start editing this pose, right? But that's something for the future discussion. For the model, for this video, I just want to show you how you can create a simple AI influencer, okay, from scratch using the tools which they are free to use for the, we can start for free. Obviously, if you want to test it more, you need to pay for OpenArt, for example. But for the testing purposes, you can start for free, okay? So, and here we go, the aspect ratio. Aspect ratio is very important here, okay? There are a few aspect ratios available here. We got a square, cinema, art, print, and others. However, for the purposes of our video, for creation of our AI influencer, the square is something which we want to stick with, right? That's very important. And then we have the advanced settings. So those, you can go with the sampler. Okay, there you go. There's something which, if you, for example, use some of those tools, AI tools in the past, okay, you probably know which one you, for example, you want to use this Keras, DPM2 Keras. Okay, that's something which I will leave it with you guys. I'm not really the most specialized person inside this one, because I haven't been using those samplers so very often. But definitely, if you know something more about it, go and start testing. It's all about testing, right? So basically, what those samplers are doing, the denoising algorithm used to generate the image. Different samplers can be good at generating different images. Okay, so yeah, I definitely highly encourage you to stick by default for start, and then if you want to improve, you can go and just say start. Change that for different samplers. Okay, I think that's the way to go, right? And the seed, okay, seeds, a number of that determines the initial noise. The same a seed usually generates a similar style, okay? So with the random seed, okay, you're gonna get yourself a random generations each and every time, right? If you want to go and stick with the same seed, okay, so if once you get a picture and you create that picture, the second picture will be very much similar to the one you created before, okay? But if you want to stick with the randomness, you just switch this one off, okay? Steps, right? Steps are very important, okay? So how long AI runs before generating the final image, okay? Usually higher is better, but to a certain degree. The default we use is 25 steps, which should be enough for generating any kind of image. And I think the 25 is still too low, okay? From my experience, I think that something around between 45 and 50. Okay, that's a sweet spot for those steps, right? So basically, how many times this AI model will be using, will go to before the final generation will will be created and presented to you, okay? So I think between 45 and 50, okay? Always, guys, do your own testing, okay? You can start as low as with 29 or 30, no problem, but you can expect it that the image will be a little bit more blurred, like, so it won't be very something which you might not be happy with the outcome of it. Okay, so with the more steps, the more precise image you want to get, the more steps are is required here, right? Upscale, with the upscales, we might go and move it on into the end of this video or maybe in future videos. And there's a price of it. Okay, 2 credits, as I said, it's gonna be using for a number of images. We can go as many videos if you want. It's maybe not as many, but like we can go choose four, for example. But I think with the two images, sorry, images, not videos, it's absolutely sufficient here to start off with, okay? So now, once we got this one covered, okay, so let's jump quickly inside the chat GPT, okay, because I want to show you how we're gonna be creating our, prompts for our person, okay, for our AI influence, okay. So for these purposes, I'll be using ChatGPT. I'm using 5.1 version, but even previous versions, they should work fine for you. If you want to start testing, definitely you can go ahead and start for free, right? Uh, Now, there are a few things which you need to know, okay? When it comes to generating those images, okay, and charting to ChatGPT, there are a few things which you need to be very careful with, okay, which is a prompting, okay? You have to be very precise what you want to achieve when it comes to prompting, okay? Those prompts usually has to be very precise for them to go ahead and start off with, okay? So first, what we want to do, we want to generate the initial prompt, okay, to ChatGPT, telling us the story, what it's all about. Okay, so for example, I'm just telling this ChatGPT that you work as a high-level architect of AI-generated content and precision prompt design, proficient in constructing text to image, image to image, and image to video constructions. Okay, instructions. That's what you are doing here, right? So once you click on it, okay, the ChatGPT will know initially what is expected from it, okay? So there you go. It says understood, right? So there you go, and it's waiting for the next steps, right? That's perfect. Okay. Now the next steps are very, very crucial here. Okay. What will be doing? Okay. So for example, okay, our let's go back to our initial prompt. Okay, we create a photorealistic portrait of a fictional 27-year-old woman. She has a friendly and confident look. This is a very static prompt, right? Doesn't look, it's nothing like this model can actually do something additional. For example, it will remove the attributes of the AI person because that person looks really as an AI. Okay, so but to do so, we can definitely achieve that by giving more precise prompts to this OpenAI. Okay, and the way you can do it, right? It's simply by going ahead, okay, and this is the prompt which I am usually using here, okay, and there we go. That's something which we want to go ahead and start our prompting with, okay? And this prompt, okay, you need to generate full ultra photorealistic frontal close-up portrait prompts, right? Each prompt must depict a different subject while adhering to the identical technical and geometric constraints defined below. Okay, so you precisely, given the information, you structure those informations to ChatGPT. Okay, what type of prompt we are expecting from it. Okay, so here we go. You have it here. Global imagine parameters you require for all four prompts. Okay, capture type, precision, front facing type, close-up, professional portrait, everything is completely explained here. Okay, so let's go and copy this one. Okay, so I prepared everything here before this video, so I don't want to go too much time and type it in. So I'm just going to paste it here. Okay, and here you go. So you have it here. You only thing which you can actually go and change it. For example, you want to change it, for example, for the so here we have it at female. And also we want to put like the age of the person, which would be, let's say, 28, 28. Okay, so what else do we want to do? Hair, we want to have like long blonde, okay, and coloration, texture, I don't know, curly, okay. So something like that, okay? It doesn't matter. The thing is that you need to go and do your own testing, guys. Here, it's all about tests, all right? It's not like just follow those steps one by one, which I'm showing here. Do your own testing here, okay? So let's go and quickly see what it will show us here, okay? Below for for ultra photorealistic front-facing close-up portrait prompts. Okay, so prompt one. All right, so let's go quickly and see what this prompt one will do. Okay, so full prompt. Okay, so I'm gonna go and copy out this one. Right, it's not like full prompt. Okay, so 28 film. Okay, so this prompt. Okay, so this one we don't have to put the top thing. Okay, sometimes ChatGPT is putting only a one paragraph. And here it just broke down, the initially what it's all about, this profile, and then what this full prompt will look like. I'm just gonna go and paste it this one, right? Okay, so now let's go quickly here. I'm gonna do replace. I'm gonna replace this prompt with the new one. Okay, so we are here. Okay, with the new prompts, and the thing is that we also need to do a couple more things, right? Auto enhance, okay, auto enhancing actually allows you to do additional thing, okay. For example, the OpenArt will be analyzing the whole prompt and it will be auto enhancing it for us, okay. So if the prompt, if the OpenArt will decided that this prompt can be actually improved a little bit, it will do that for us, okay, without us asking, okay, which is it's just I think it's great, okay, because those models, though, were based, were trained on millions and millions of different images. So, okay, so they know what they're actually doing, what we can expect from them. Okay, so auto enhance is very, I think it's something which I would suggest you guys to keep it on or do it this way. Okay, couple of images with auto enhance and couple of images when auto enhance is off. Right, this is something which you can also use. Now, let's go quickly into the negative prompts. Negative prompts are very crucial, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, right? And this is the negative prompt, which I actually, uh, 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 most of the time I'm using, okay? This is one which usually I actually go ahead and starting all those, generations with this negative prompt, right? I think this one will cover everything. However, again, you need to go and test it yourself, right? So prompt adherence 7, all right. So yeah, we want two images as aspect ratio square 1 to 1. 2 credits will be charged for creation of those two new images, and let's see what happens, right? I'm pretty sure that those images might will be looking a little bit different than the ones here on the right hand side. But you never know, okay? We'll see, okay? So it's working for us, and I'm hoping that those two images will be a little bit different, okay? So now you look at this person, all right? There are two images, okay? Those two images looks very, it looks like they are two different persons, okay? And that's what we want, okay, from the OpenArt software, right? I want them to create us two different scenarios, and we can actually go ahead if we like one of these pictures more than the others. Okay, we can actually go and improve on this one. Okay, you can do some sort of additional things like upscaling. Okay, and we can train the model on this particular picture or that one depends. Okay, but I want you to put some attention to those details. Right, look at this one. Okay, this is the initial picture we started off with, okay? Or this one, okay? Does it look different? I think it does, right? What's happened here? Okay, guys, this looks very AI, right? Right, in comparison, okay, look at this, the details of that person here, right? That's something which you definitely can achieve, but you need to be very careful when it comes to the prompting, okay? This was a standard prompt, okay, without any additional details, okay? It was given to the Juggernaut Excel, and that's what it came out, okay? So that's something which, if the person, any person, even the person who is not having like a very trained eye to recognize which which picture is AI or not, will definitely will tell you that this one looks like an AI person, right? Right here, okay, you will have a difficulties, okay? Because look at these details of the hair, face, eyes, eyeballs, everything, okay? Nose, it's even the wrinkles here, okay, here and there, like that's something which it was achieved only because we were so precise when it comes to those promptings, right? That's great. Okay, so now let's go quickly and see what else can we do with the second prompt, right? So now we have those two things, right? And now I want to go and see and check it out the second prompt. Remember, we got four prompts here, right? Uh, and the thing is that I want to check at least two more, okay? But the other two, I want to do some additional comparison here, okay? Those two images which I'll be creating right now, okay, they are with auto enhance, all right? So again, there are two different images, okay? And those images are very similar to each other. However, it looks definitely like those are two separate people, right? They're four separate persons, right? I don't know which one looks mostly like a real person. I think this one looks very real. Okay, but all of them there actually looks very real. Okay, but the other thing which I want to do is auto enhance. I want to off, right, and see if what type of changes we're gonna be seeing if we switch off this auto enhance option, right? Um, okay, so there you go. The first picture is ready for us. Let's go quickly and see it, right? So those differences are actually, let me see here. Okay. Yeah, this is something which is this is looking like look at the eyes actually you can actually look in that this those eyes actually doesn't look very real here at least here. This one is more real. But the thing is that even though that those auto enhance were off, okay, I think I still do think that those pictures are pretty much very solid, right? I don't know what you guys thinking. Okay, leave it down below inside the description of this video. But I think that all those pictures, okay, are very solid, okay? What we can do with them, we can download them. And once we download them, we can go ahead and start creating our AI influencer, okay? This is the first step, right? This is the first step when it comes to the creation of the AI influencer using the OpenArt, okay? And I think with somebody like that, okay, pretty sure you guys already notice out there in Instagram, so many of those AI influencers are available right now. Like, you can go ahead and not even notice that the person is not a real human. It's just a AI generated, picture, and it's really looking like a real person. Okay. So that's how those people who are actually creating those AI influencers, that's how actually they start doing this, right? They starting with the models like OpenArt, okay, with the softwares like OpenArt, okay, with the models like Juggernaut Excel, okay, and they actually coming up with a prompt, then a negative prompt, and they actually testing, okay, all the time they actually testing. It's all about testing, 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 right? And once they come up with the prompt and the outcome they're actually the most happy with, okay, they start actually creating more images of the same person. Okay, you can come up with a consistent character, which I'm going to show in the future videos, because this video is already over 20 minutes long. I don't want to bore you. I don't want to bore you here, guys. And for the future videos, I will show you how we can actually go ahead and start consistent characters. How we can actually move with this, with this AI influencer and make those pictures, the different backgrounds and so on and so forth. So guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button. Any questions, leave it down below. And thank you very much for watching.